The recent heavy rainfall in the Anglot constituency of the Volta region has wreaked havoc on several public senior high schools and basic schools. The roofs of structures in senior high schools and basic schools were torn off by the storm, leaving students and non-teaching staff exposed to harsh weather conditions. This unfortunate situation has significantly disrupted academic activities in the affected schools, with management appealing for government support. There is more in this report.
With the onset of the rains, public senior high schools and basic schools in the Anglot constituency have been hard hit by rainstorm, ripping off the roofings of classrooms, dining halls, dormitories, among other structures. The situation is severely having a toll on academic activities. During a visit to the schools, heads of some of the affected institutions made appeals for government intervention to address the pressing issue.
Currently, we have a windy rainstorm that has caused a lot of devastation to the structures I have in the school. Currently, my ICT lab, physics lab, agric, visual art, assembly shed, and other buildings have been ripped off. The most serious one is my kitchen. The kitchen and the temporary dining hall built for the school since 2012. For the fact that the actual dining hall being built for us since 2012 has not been completed. And when we had a rainstorm, the kitchen and the dining hall have been totally destroyed. As we speak, my kitchen staff cook under the vagaries of the weather. Sunshine, rainfall, dew, all of them. And it has become a challenge for me.
You can see that a look of things, you can see that our roof is even off. The roof, we had this problem last 2 weeks when the school was hit by a rainstorm and part of the roof was ripped off by the rainstorm. So as we speak now, students are just in there. If the rain should start now, I don't know what will happen.
For the last 2 weeks, there were heavy rainstorms that affect the whole Keta municipality. And in the process, our auditorium, the biggest auditorium we have, which we use for everything in the school, we use it as multi-purpose hall, has been ripped off by the rainstorms. So for now, the students don't have a bigger auditorium as they used to sit and then learn. So it's affecting or disrupting teaching and learning in the college.
Additionally, students themselves joined the call for assistance to the affected schools, underscoring the importance of swift action to mitigate the impact of the damage.
As you can see behind me, this is our kitchen. And the last time we had a downpour, this is the situation right now. The kitchen is down, and our ICT lab and our chemistry, the physics lab. Seriously, the rain has caused a lot of damages. And we are appealing to the government to come to our aid because the school authorities cannot do it alone. From roofing sheets down to furniture, everything. We need almost everything. When it comes to girls' hostel right now, we have new hostel, but we don't have washrooms. Right now, about 800 plus girls, boarders, are suffering from one pit. Because of this, some of our girls had to go out just to ease themselves. We are really suffering.
Seth Nyomebu, the municipal chief executive for the Angloga District Assembly, emphasized the severity of the damage and stressed the necessity for intervention from the Ministry of Education to address the situation effectively.
It's not easy. I didn't see that thing in my life before, especially our public schools. When you go to Futa School, it's a newly, one of the new secondary school in my district here. At the end, the roof of all their building where they are having class is not there. And when you go to Anglon Secondary School also, the same thing. And other public schools, especially if we go to Koji, Alakple, Angloga Isef, Agove, Aklautoko, all the roofs of the school building are ripped off. And at the end, the damage is so huge that assembly alone cannot afford it. So that's why we are appealing to the philanthropists to come to our aid if they can support us with roofing, sheets, and anything they have to support us with. But we are appealing to Ministry of Education because when these things happen, our school are on vacation, but now they are in school. Because the headmasters are calling me and the education director, as they are in school now, they need a place for our pupils to have a lesson. So we started our assembly to do something, and we are doing our best. But the impact is so great that assembly alone cannot afford this.
The Member of Parliament for Anglo, Richard Kwame Sefe, pledged efforts to initiate parliamentary procedures aimed at garnering support from the Education Minister to aid the affected schools.
I'm thinking as soon as I get to if we are recalled to Parliament, I think I have to pose an urgent question, especially with the Anglo Senior High School issue, because that one is virtually finished. So what is holding the contractor to finish up? I think the minister will be in position to help me out so that the whole populace of the country will be aware, and we will support the good cause for the school to run to its fullest degree.
With numerous public schools having their roofings exposed in the Anglo constituency as a result of heavy rains, the collective efforts of local authorities, the government, as well as benevolent organizations are crucial in providing timely assistance to the affected schools in order to ensure that academic activities return to normalcy. Reporting for Citi News, my name is Ni Ayukwe Okai.